Mainman Mademan here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. Real quick, fam. Real quick. I've been listening to some interviews by Bob Arum pertaining to this Deontay Wilder situation. And I find this situation funnier and funnier by the day. I don't believe it for a second. I want y'all to know that off the top. I don't believe Bob Arum for a second. Now, I took in the interview that he recently done with Blue Blood Sports TV, salute to Blue Blood Sports TV, in which he broke down everything from his side of the story. And there's some folks who left that interview believing that maybe Bob Arum, because y'all have came here too, that Bob Arum is possibly, not wanting to really go this route. He's almost being forced to go this route. And I would say that I disagree with y'all, because I truly believe that the real power in this situation, far from the Tyson Fury side, is Bob Arum and MTK Global. And I believe that the minimal person is Frank Warren. Now, I know how the setup is. The setup is supposed to be that in America, Bob Arum takes the lead promotion. Yet in the UK, Frank Warren takes the lead promotion. That should be the setup, right? But I just don't believe that Frank Warren has much power. When people say this is more of a Frank Warren thing and they want to run back to the UK and stuff like that, no. If y'all don't think that Bob Arum has a finger on this, then you're tripping. It's like I told y'all in my original video, this is a big money grab. Now, hear this. The reason I say that Bob Arum and MTK Global is the true power is very, very simple. Because MTK Global is the management outfit that manages Tyson Fury. Bob Arum is supposed to be the U.S. promoter, but he is the one with the connections to ESPN and that humongous market. So we all know that MTK Global did a deal with Bob Arum right before he signed Tyson Fury, or right after he signed Tyson Fury, right after he signed Tyson Fury, in which MTK Global gets 30 plus shows per year on ESPN Plus. Now, that's the power right there. That means that Bob Arum and MTK Global, in one formal way, are in business together. When we heard about Bob Arum finding fights in the Middle East for Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao in Qatar, where do you think those connections come from? When we even heard about at once upon a time, we're hearing now, Joshua and Fury in the Middle East. Well, these are through the connections of MTK Global. They're in the driver's seat. Frank Warren is just along for the ride. You get where I'm going? Now, I look at a recent quote that I'm just sitting here reading by Eddie Hearn that he did in a recent interview. And according to Eddie Hearn, and this is Eddie Hearn's words, and he says, and I quote, and he's talking about the negotiations between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua as opposed to the negotiations between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. He says, and I quote, now we're dealing with different people around Fury, whether that's Bob Arum, whether that's MTK Global. I haven't spoke to Frank Warren, but I'm sure we will as well. And I trust that they want to do it. And I trust that Tyson Fury wants to do it. And I never trusted that Wilder or Shelly Finkel or all those guys wanted to do the AJ fight. I did not believe them, end quote. Now, I'm not going to go down that road right now. That's a whole nother can of worms that I'm not going to deal with that last part of the quote from Eddie Hearn. But in the beginning, you notice he says that I deal with Bob Arum and I deal with MTK Global. Yet Frank Warren, he hasn't even spoken to yet. So my deal is, if this thing is so much a lead off with Frank Warren and it's going to be done and everything, then why is it that he is the last man to have a conversation with in the room? I'm just asking the question. And so it's stuff like this. If Frank Warren was so important, he'd be the first to know. Not Bob Arum. And then on top of that, even when we see out here in all of the interviews, who's presenting the face of this to the public? You see Bob Arum. You don't see Frank Warren. You see where I'm going? You see him on, you see Bob Arum everywhere. The point I'm making is, I believe that Bob Arum and MTK Global are in the driver's seat, driving this Tyson Fury move. And we try to make it like Bob Arum has his hands clean. Bob Arum wants to appear to have his hands clean because of future negotiations. And he doesn't want to seem like he was the one that killed Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 3. Because he has other fights like Crawford and Spence that got to be made. So I believe, that's just my personal opinion. I don't, that's just from everything that we've been gathering and knowing the character of Bob Arum, if people think that he will be minimized in this situation and not be controlling this situation in one way or another, when he gave up a lot for Tyson Fury, fam. Y'all understand? He not only paid a lot of money for Tyson Fury, but he also brokered a humongous deal with his management company to give them access to ESPN. Don't tell me that Bob Arum doesn't got nothing to do with this. We'll dig more into this. Much love to the fam. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. And don't forget to rock the bells. Hit that bell icon for the homie, man. Much love to the fam. We'll dig more into this, man, real soon, man. And I catch up with y'all soon. To the next video. Peace out.